At least the HQ one. Think about it. Is that really all the value I'm going to get out of Easy Mark? Draco on 4. Not Easy Mark, I mean Sweep Speak against Andy. You'll have the toll booth on HQ to combo with it. That's what you really want. Katie. Pretty good. Money on Katie. So he's gonna commit himself to a discard with that. And commit himself to 2 discards. And I'm actually going to get that Katie, because I can. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and he can pay it. So I need to make it trace 8. I will actually do that. Oops. And then I'll get his Katie. That is a pretty significant setback. That's why you don't run last click. Especially not if they're putting the money on Katie. I mean, just run before you play Katie at all. Then I'm just putting it on 4. You can just pay 3 and get in. Then play Katie. Should I try and score this Beal here? It doesn't seem totally necessary. But it does get it out of my hand. So he takes another tag and ends the round. So now he's pretty much committed to floating. He's got inside job. He doesn't have inside job. Unfortunately, this is not an Astro script, but we'll take it. He's on a lot of tags, and so one nice thing about Wraparound and Enigma added to this deck is that is opposed to Bastion and Viper, is you get the ability to rush. In these situations, it's not a rush deck, but just having one good piece of rush ice is usually good. Like, maybe something to protect from inside job. Just dirty laundries on the archives. It's fine. Takes a lot of credits here. Let's find some more cards. Maybe get some drips. Nope, no drips today. No agendas either, though. That's kind of nice. If he wants to trash this Jackson, I'll let him. At 2 tags, he's gonna have a hard time like sustaining an economy without hitting me with a siphon. So game plan is to stop that, stop him from siphoning me, and then build an econ advantage because of his tags. Gonna make him hard to stick something like Katie Jones or Pro Contacts without spending a lot. I mean, you could do it. It's still somewhat early. There's Desperado. Okay. It's a good start. Now you're going to go find Mimic. That's good. Let's do Eli and R&D, Ash in the remote. This will keep Siphon from being particularly good, which is the long-term goal. He fems my Eli. Okay. I'm still resing that. See, this is why I did that. Go down now. Now I have the ability to go down to 2 credits in the event of a siphon. That is the goal. And we'll see if he wants to steal the 2 credits or not. He does. Probably going to want to take a poke at R&D here, or HQ, yeah. He's got free runs through Dracos. Probably going to put that wraparound on HQ. Then click for some credits. Never want to be put in a position where there's that guy over there. So let's install him here and click for 2. If he inside jobs and steals it, it's not a big deal. It's going to take him a lot of credits to do it, so I'm happy. As long as you're paying, I'm happy. Alright, so he gets free R&D pokes now. He's 1 in 4 to hit on every run at this point. If he gets 1, no big deal. And he does. Maybe we'll go again. Let's see if he wants to poke HQ. He does. Damn, Desperado. You're so good. I love you, Desperado. Caduceus. Pretty good. Pretty good. He's going to expect that. So maybe Wraparound's better? No, let's do Caduceus. If he wants to face check it, it's super expensive to do it. Then I'm going to res the Eli as soon as possible, I think. Here's Corroder. Okay, so he gets in there. Steals another 2. Uh-oh, am I frozen? Okay, so he's like basically dead broke now. So despite having a small point lead on me, it's going to be tough for him to deal with all the sand and nonsense. Unfortunately, I didn't just put a sand down there. That would have been nice. Here, I'm going to install sand and click for 2. Oh, never mind. I'll just keep him out. That's actually a little easier. Oh, this is great. Just what I wanted. Now he's drawing frantically, trying to find something. There's still nothing there. E shutdown? That's fine. Let's just take some credits. Look at Eli doing such good work even after being femmed. On 1 credit, do I want to res this? I mean, I sort of want to gain the money. I can just leave that on 2 so he doesn't, because he can't break the Draco also, so I don't have to wait. I don't have to burn a trace credit. Not that I'm going to use it on anything else. And he can't land a siphon this turn. I'm going to put a Caduceus on R&D here. Stack them high. He's going a hostage for somebody. Okay. Just wants to check my sand. It's pretty much free, so. So the next turn I go up to 3, and then I can go click, click. I go down to 2, gonna go up to 3, click, click, hedge fund, and I can rest sand. Okay, that's good enough. This is all just to keep him off siphon. So much work just to keep him from gaining money, but it's worth it. It's pretty much the only way he gets back in the game is with a big siphon. Side benefit is if I keep HQ expensive, I can actually sit on the agendas for a little bit. There's a data sucker. So that's a little bit of economy boost for him there. If I click, click for a credit, hedge fund go up to 9. I can res Eli and then Sansan. I'm gonna no res this. Okay, so he gets an HQ for 2 credits and sees another Sansan. I'm actually going to play out that other Sansan. Then I'll do like pop-up archives or something. Actually, pop-up's a little dangerous. If you play out a pop-up against them in the front of a server, they can just run into it to make you gain credits. Then they can siphon them. Not always the most efficient way to do things, but there are situations where it's good. I actually might want to shuffle in some ashes or something. Let's do a new Sansan server. And some pop-ups. So Sansan. Shows no interest in trashing any Sansans. This I will res. And I'm actually going to shuffle in with Jackson here. I want my ashes. Boo! How unfortunate. Toll booths? Pad campaign, huh? Well, I can lose at a moment's notice now. I could really use a toll booth. Or an Enigma. My Jackson shuffle wasn't very good. It didn't work. These R&D runs are only costing him 4. And I can lose to any of them. He's got pretty lucky with accesses. Probably don't want to dirty laundry this. Could be a Jackson. And I'm burning the dirty laundry if he Jacksons. You want to take an R&D hit again? Yeah, I just assume he pays because he has Desperado to get it back. If he doesn't pay, might as well. Res this. Money on marked accounts. Let's draw a card, actually. That's what I wanted. Alright, so toll booth. Do I want to trash Draco so I can res toll booth? Probably. Now he's got to go get Yogg if he wants to break toll booth. That's all expensive. It's still expensive to break through toll booth. It's going to cost him 7 now to get into R&D. 6 if he lets him gain the money. Ash for R&D would be pretty good here. He BRBs me. Okay. Alright, so let's see this. Hokusai, Ash, got a lot of assets here. Ronin. And no shock. But he does have 1 snare. Ronin's an interesting choice. I hate it, personally. How many ice does he have? 16. I'd like more. 1 subliminal messaging. I like his ice choices. They're pretty good. I like Enigma better than Data Pike, but Data Pike's fine. I would also probably play another Bako, but it's a playstyle thing. I like protecting my assets that I care about, even when they probably won't run on them. Doesn't have hedge funds. Doesn't have like any money. He's just relying on mining corps and sundews and contracts, and a lot of expensive ice too. A lot of expensive ice. Like, he's got to protect a corp or a mining corp or a sundew early, otherwise he's fucked. I'm playing like a lot of that expensive ice too in my RP, but I'm also playing, I'm playing Celebrity Gift, Hedge Fund, and Restructure, and Pad Campaign, and Sundew. Click 1 draws a card, plays a fairy. No res. We'll see if he wants to eat Toll Booth right now. He decides that he does. Draw an agenda there. That's unfortunate. The last agenda I want to see. And he just takes money. Discards professional contacts. Astro? Ash, that's pretty good. Let's draw a card. Ash HQ, play a pad campaign. Wish I had a close accounts in my deck. Maybe I should play it. Like, one would go a long way. Even if it's bad a lot of the time. It's better than nothing. For tag punishment. I could have also just ashed the remote server and then put the character assassination in there. But he's got like a pretty significant amount of money right now. So I don't want to do that. He gets his Yogg. So I'll res my Eli. He can get past, but it gains me 3. And then I can Ash. My likely play next turn is clear. Yeah, I mean, clear seems okay. I mean, he can obviously just, run over here. Gain 2 credits, then come in here for 7. Gives him a pretty good shot at winning, actually. Maybe I want a large Draco on here, too. Set up a big old Draco. Maybe I want to draw more aggressively here. Because I have the HQ Ash. Fairy can actually break through Caduceus, so... What do I have, 6 left? So he's like a little over 1 and 4. Dangerous. Really dangerous. Siphons me. Okay. Good. If that's the game you want to play, I'll play it. Glad he didn't go for an R&D access. The Siphon is not going to hit shit. And this is a pretty unfortunate Ash for him. Means he basically gets nothing out of this run. Alright. Still no Astro. There we go. That's an Astro. Alright. Now I will click for 2 and dump wraparound, I guess. I could have also just clicked for 1 and put the wraparound on archives. Make the data sucker tokens less free. And that'll do it next turn, I think. No, not quite next turn. So he can still win on R&D accesses here. He's got 4 out of 19. So he's got, like, if he just runs R&D twice, he's got a reasonable shot. So this is slow, fast advance, guys. You slow, I mean, you take forever, but you eventually win, hopefully. I mean, he's even got a little lucky on random accesses, so. Although I did throw that BL out for him to get. I sort of traded these 2 BLs. Which is a great thing to do in like a long game deck, is like swap out the points that you've drawn already. If he doesn't run R&D here, and I draw a breaking news, I win like that. Okay, so he decides not to go for R&D. Breaking news? Nope, not quite. Now, the question is, do I want to put a big Draco on R&D? Not really. Well, I guess I could. What's the harm in it, really? Let me think about it. Alright, I'm done thinking about it. I'm going to do it. I don't know how good this is, to be honest. I mean, you can always just ferry it. But, I mean, whatever. If he scores the points, he wins. So I don't need to worry about this character assassination, really. If he goes to trash Sansan, I have another one. And I gain 1 off the pop-up window. So that's fine. If he comes for Siphon, I still have enough money off of the pad campaigns to score. If he plays RDI, hopefully I can make this Draco big enough to beat him out. Probably can't. Not really sure. Didn't count. But that's basically my goal with this Draco is I know he can get in past the Draco, regardless of how he plays it pretty much. But if he plays an RDI first, he maybe can't. Inside jobs. Okay. Yep, that's a good way to do it. Let's just res this. And we'll see if he gets there. He's around 40%, I think. Not the first one. Yay! Did my opponent just bail? Oh, what an asshole. Trying not to fuck up his octagon stats here. With just the straight bail. What a douchebag. Not trying to buffer my #1 status.